should we be buying or should we be selling? Should we be checking at the region where we should buy, or should we be looking at the region for us to buy? Today we are going to check if Ethereum is bullish or bearish, and the best region for us to buy to follow the trend, whether to buy or to short. So today let's dive into the video. We can see that a market is said, let's start from that aspect, a market is said to be bullish whenever we are making what? Higher lows and higher highs, higher lows and higher highs. And a market is said to be bearish when we are making what? Lower lows and lower highs and lower highs, and the market lower highs. But immediately we break what? An higher lows, then the market is said to be what? Is said to be bullish. And for a bearish market, immediately we break a lower low. For a bullish market, for us to know that we are in bearish, but whenever we break a lower high, then we are said to what? To be bearish. So having know that, let's check some other aspects. Let's dive in to the what? To the Ethereum chart to check if we are bullish or we are bearish. So on Ethereum right now, we can see that Ethereum pushes high. Let's just start from here. We push high to what? To 4,200. We push high then to 4,200. So today, let's check it out. Ethereum pushes high what? To 4,200. Then what? We pull back to 1.8 then, and what? We break above it, making us to be bullish. But what happened? What actually happened? We did what? We started another level, and we broke this latest what? The latest higher lows, making us to be bearish on Ethereum. Right? Then after we are bearish on Ethereum, let's check latest activities on Ethereum. So this level, which that means that we have our what? 1,400 as the latest level that Ethereum has. We have what is I think it is 4,800 as the latest level Ethereum. The latest higher high that Ethereum must break for it to be said to be in an uptrend. But presently, if we are looking at the daily time frame, or we are looking at it right now, let us break it down a bit. We can see that Ethereum is bullish. Though on a weekly time frame we are still bearish, but we can see something like this here. Yeah, we pull back to this level. What? Then we this body break. This body. A body break and close below this structure, this pullback, making us to be bullish on Ethereum. And since then, we have a pullback to this level, and what? We are expecting Ethereum to go to what? To probably reject at this level, or what? To go to 4,800 and either break it for us to be bullish or bearish. That is the analysis on a weekly time frame. But so let us go a little bit lower, since we know that Ethereum has to go to maybe 4,800 for us to be. Since it was bullish in some aspect of it, in the minor aspect of it, though not in the overall aspect of it. But right now, let us check: are we to be buying Ethereum or should we be selling? Let's go to a daily time frame. On the daily time frame, we can see that Ethereum is bearish. Or what can we see? We can say it is bearish because of why? Look, Ethereum has been making what? It has been making higher lows and higher highs, higher lows, higher high, higher low. Then what? It break and close above this, making us to be what? Bullish. Making us to be bullish. Making us to be bullish on Ethereum. on daily time frame we are bullish on Ethereum. That is why we are pumping. So let us go a little bit lower and check on the what, on the 4-hour time frame. And one thing about me is that whenever I see that, whenever we see, we always want to go with the what, with the whales. Wherever they are buying, that is the best region for us to buy. So right now we can see that on a daily time frame, on a 4-hour time frame, what are we doing on Ethereum? 4-hour time frame, what are we doing? We are what? On 4-hour time frame, we can see we are bullish on Ethereum. Why are we bullish on Ethereum? You can see that at this level, what we were creating, what, higher lows, higher highs and higher lows, higher highs and higher lows. Lower low and then lower high. Then suddenly, what, we break and close above it, making us to be what, to be bullish on Ethereum. So on a daily time frame, we can see Ethereum is bullish. You can see Ethereum is bullish. Ethereum is what? Is bullish. So what should we be doing? Daily time frame is bullish. The 4-hour time frame is bullish. Let's just check what the 2-hour time frame is. So Ethereum on 4-hour time frame is bullish. On the what? On the 2-hour time frame, let us see what Ethereum is doing. So let's zoom it out. On the 2-hour time frame, we can see that Ethereum is still bullish. Yeah, despite the fact that it has actually pulled down below here. We can only consider Ethereum to be bearish whenever it is below this week. That is when we can say Ethereum is bearish on a what? On a 1-hour time frame, on a 2-hour time frame. But right now we can see Ethereum is still bullish. So for us as a trader, we should still be buying Ethereum, but not as looking at the daily time frame. As a trader, we have to look at the daily time frame to know the key support level for us to buy Ethereum. So we won't just buy in FOMO. So for Ethereum to be bearish, there are two regions it has to. The key support level are the levels. At the levels where there are more touches, and which is what, on the daily time frame, you have to go down on a daily time frame and check which region has more touches. You can see that this region has a lot of touch. A lot of touch is in this region. This region has a lot of touch. So we'll be looking at this region for our what, on a daily time frame. So as an investor, this will be your region of buys. This region will be a region for buys for investors. Region of buy. Because why is it a very important region? Because it has a lot of what? It has a lot of touches at that region. But as for a daily trader, you have to go a little bit lower to wait and check which region has more touches for you to buy. So you won't just buy, so that you can actually leverage your profit and make more profit with little what, and make more profit. You can actually see that what, we are having a lot of touches at this region. You can see 1, 2, 3 touches is already there. So you have to wait at this region. You wait for the market to come down to the region and give you your entry reason. Your entry reason, what kind of entry reason do I mean? When I'm talking about entry reason, I mean for the market to come down there and give you what, and show you that we are bullish on that time frame you are making analysis on. You can't just buy because the market comes to this region, but you still have to wait. Though if you want to be aggressive, you can buy there and put your stop loss maybe around somewhere, but for the market to come here, you have to know that the market will have on 4-hour time frame, we would have been bearish. So for that, you have to be to wait for the 4-hour time frame to be bullish, then you can actually go in for buys. But if it is not bullish and you want to go for buy, that will be very dangerous, because you have to remember that the analysis we make the other time, we can see that on a weekly time frame we are already bearish. We are bearish on Ethereum. The major movement of Ethereum is bearish on a weekly time frame, but on a daily time frame you can see that we are bullish on Ethereum, and on a 4-hour time frame we are bullish on Ethereum, and that is why we are going for buys. But if you see that what on a daily time frame Ethereum is bearish. If you see that Ethereum is bullish on a daily time frame and bearish on a 4-hour time frame, you should be checking more for buys. But for market to come to this zone, you have to be very careful and wait for confirmation. What kind of confirmation? Let me show you. Except there are so many confirmations you can wait for. There are different kind of confirmation. Either you come there, okay, let us see, maybe the market comes like this, breaks below here. Some people can enter for short here, since the weekly time frame is bearish for Ethereum. So you have to short probably to this zone. You just short the market. You short. You just have to wait for Ethereum to enter this zone. Let it enter this zone like this. As for a 4-hour time frame trader, and wait for your confirmation. Probably you see a week. Some people can enter there because you probably will see a week if you're an aggressive trader, but if you are a more conservative trader, you have to wait for the market to come here. But I recommend that you should wait for the market to break above the lower low, that whatever it makes here, then rest back here and make a support. Then you can go for buys to 5,000 to 5,000. No, 4,000. I think it's 4,800. So you have to wait for the market and pull back to 4,000. Buy is long to 4,800. But right now we can still say that Ethereum is bullish. Either it keeps going, pushing highs and highs and highs, or we wait for it to come back to our support level on a daily time frame. Then we can actually follow this signal. But right now we can still say that we are to follow the trend. When I say the trend is our friend, you can see that Ethereum already do Ethereum comes to a support level, though this support level is not really strong enough. If you are buying there, it's going to be very, very dangerous. But some people are going to enter their trade there on Ethereum and do they will buy it at this level, open it high and push it high. But this level is a very dangerous level to buy Ethereum, so I don't recommend you buy it here. But if you can, as a trader, you can still enter Ethereum at this level. But the major level for you to buy Ethereum is following the big waves. Follow the big waves in the market. So you wait for that level on a daily time frame that Ethereum hasn't tested again. It hasn't tested since it broke that level. You wait for the market to come back to the level and start pushing highs, breaks highs, and follow this level. So today we are done. Thank you for watching the video. But before I go, I want you to see that you can see that on a daily time frame we are forming a bearish engulfing candle. So it is very dangerous for you to follow this kind of order. But some people might do that, but this is very dangerous. So I don't recommend you buy it from that level. You wait for it to come back. But if you want to short, maybe recently you want to short Ethereum and you are watching out for where you can short it, just wait for Ethereum to break out below this level, making it bearish. Making it bearish. You can see this level has 3 touches already. Let me show you. This level has 3 touches. This is 1 touch, another touch is here, another touch is here, and another touch a little bit beside it. You can see that is 3 touch. That level, making that level, recently, this is just a recent making that level more important than this red level. But still, You wait for that two regions for you to see maybe your buys or your sell on a daily. Then you can actually go and short at this level. If you see a confirmation, maybe on a 15 minutes time frame, you can actually short Ethereum from here. Stop loss somewhere around here, above the region, and you short Ethereum to this level, which means that if you are doing that, you are following the weekly time frame. You are going with the weekly time frame, the major weekly time frame, not the minor weekly time frame. Like I said, the minor weekly time frame is bullish, while the major weekly time frame is what is bearish, according to analysis of bullish and bearish. And this is a pure market structure explanation. So thank you for watching the video. If we create amazing videos like this, you should like and comment, and also you can subscribe to get notification whenever we post videos like this. Thank you for watching.